How to process progress invoicing in QuickBooks Online. This is relatively new here in Australia. We've only had it for the last week or so. So let's have a look and see how we will actually process that. Let's go to our sales, customers, and George Clooney Coffee Shop. I've actually quoted George a little while ago on the 1st of May. That's the quote, renovations, and we're renovating his main building in his coffee shop. And this is the total of the actual quote. Okay, so then the next step that we actually did is from the quote, we raised the first invoice, which was that one there. And you can see how it's actually broken it down, 20% of $100,500, $100,500. So let's have a look at this really quickly and let's process a new quote. We'll go to our Create button. Let's look into our quote sections. We'll choose a customer. Let's look at, let's go with George Clooney Coffee Shop again. And we are doing renovations for him. So this time it's his coffee shop, but the building 2. We've actually quoted him, we've done our logistics, we've done our pricing, and this time it's a smaller building, so we're only going to quote George $55,000. Please note the exclusive and the inclusive of GST. So it's going to be exclusive of GST, so I'll choose the GST portion, and the total is $60,500. Then I would save and send to George, but at this stage I'm just going to save and close. Then the next step that I need to do, and let's go back into our sales, and I'm going to go back into George again, and I'll be able to see that quote sitting there. The other way that you could possibly go into the quote area, of course, is in his quotes, and there's George sitting there waiting for us. So we'll look at the open quote, which is this one here on today's date, 7th of June. Create the invoice, and you can actually see we've got options that we can choose total of all the quote lines if you had more than one row, or we can actually choose the percentage, or you can actually choose the amount for each line. So I'm just going to choose 50%, create the invoice. That's how easy it is. Done. Nicely done there, as you can see. And save and send, and we would actually save and send that off to George. Now we then come along and we think, okay, it's time now to send the next quote. The next invoice for our progress payments. And this time that's our original quote. And just have a look over here on the right hand side. You can actually see that remaining we do have $27,500. And we've invoiced $27,500 because it's the 50%. So let's create that invoice, and it knows automatically the remaining total is $27,500. So if I did want to split it out to 10 or 20, 30%, I could very well do that in this particular line area. But I'm just going to leave it go at the 50%, create the invoice, done, save and send. I'm just going to save and close in this particular. And as you can see, we have now sent out all the different invoices, the progress invoicing against that original quote. Hopefully that's helped you, and good luck with your progress invoicing. Thanks everyone.